Welcome to the community where passion for life and healthy sexuality connect beautifully and easily. I'm your host, Amanda Ammons, and my goal in life is to help you thrive. And a huge part of that is your sex life. Your one life was meant to be amazing, sex included. You most likely haven't been shown this, but I'm here to tell you you're beautifully and intricately made. Made for more, made for the best. However your journey brought you here, join me in a new conversation about one of the most amazing things ever created: intricate, passionate intercourse. Together, let's break the shame cycle. Let's learn how to please and be pleased. Let's fight fear, find freedom, and freaking have fun. Welcome to the Passion Connected Show. Hey friends, today's episode is definitely a different one for me. I have never done this before. I am just going to speak from my heart because there's something that has been pressing on my heart lately and that I just feel really passionate about, especially today and the past few weeks. But normally I plan my episodes out and I've got this at least outline, or I've done my research. I know what I'm going to say to you. I've got it sort of planned out, and I don't for this one. This is just coming straight from the heart, straight from where I'm at right now, but I feel like it could be really helpful for someone. So a little bit of backstory as to what we're talking about today. I hate winter. I love all of the things that come with winter. I think winter is awesome. You've got holidays, you've got hot drinks, you've got warm clothing I love, but I really dislike winter. I'm good with about, a week of cold weather, and then I'm ready for sunshine and warmth. I'm ready for things to grow again. I'm ready to feel like the outside world is moving again and things are active and all of that. And I just, obviously everything connects to sexuality when I start thinking about my business, and I just realized that a lot of times we have winter-like seasons in our sex life. And I think that's okay. I think it's okay to not like those seasons. I think it's okay that if you feel like, I'm not enjoying this, or we're not even having sex, or this is really difficult to abstain from sex and that's what I'm trying to do to wait till marriage, or this first year hasn't gone anything like we wanted, or I'm 56 and it's painful and it feels boring, or it's robotic, or whatever it is. Like there are seasons. And I think sometimes that, we can listen to people and we can really listen to podcasts or read books and try to grow and be really, really intentional. And I'm definitely one of those people who, in every area of my life, I'm wanting to grow and get better and learn. And I invest a lot of time and money into courses or books or things to just make me a better human being. But I think sometimes we don't give ourselves space to sit and think and process what we don't like because we're trying to move so fast to the next thing. Which, for example, when it comes to this whole, like, me hating the season of winter, it hits about February 1st and I'm so over it that everything gardening, like, that is all that is on my mind. I can't even think about like my business. I can't even think about making dinner because all I'm thinking about is planning out this garden and what I'm going to do this year and all the warm things. And if we even have a day that's over 50, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's spring. Yes. And I'm just so pumped because winter is over and I'm moving on. And I had a moment, especially today, where I sat down and I just realized that I haven't taken time to process why I want to get there so badly. I haven't taken time to process why is it that I feel so desperate for this good thing, this amazing thing. And it's because I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to get the next best thing. I don't want to be in this season. I don't want to sit in this season. I don't want to even enjoy this season because it's not my season. But I think I've been looking at it from a wrong mindset. I was a healthier human being today when I took a moment to sit there and recognize it's not spring, and that's okay. And I can plan for the next season, but I don't have to hustle and bustle and make things better and try to work extra hard. Like, I can make this easy. I can make this flow. I can make this work. I can make this a part of my life without it feeling like I'm just going over the top or making it more difficult than it needs to be. And all of this wraps back around to this idea of your sex life, where my podcast is filled, and we're only, we haven't even been doing this a year, but it's filled to the brim with tips and tricks and make it better and try this and do that. And all of it, the feedback from you guys has been amazing. All of it's really helpful and you love it. And I love that you love it. But I just want to make space here that if you're in a hard season, take those tips, take the tricks, prepare for the next season, get things better, start working on it. Support yourself in whatever way that you can, whatever that looks like. But also, if you don't take a moment to sit in that season and actually recognize where you are at, you are not going to get the benefit of moving forward, because just going to the next best thing is not going to be helpful if you haven't taken a moment to say, wow, this really sucks. Why does it suck? Why don't I like it? I think that honestly, the hardest part of my Passionate Beginnings course is the first section, this foundational module that I have where I walk you through, your mental state sexually, your physical state sexually, your emotional state sexually, your spiritual state sexually. And it's hard. And if you actually put in the work into just that foundations module, that's a lot of time sitting and thinking. That's a lot of time processing. That is a lot of time doing a lot of inner work. But it's there for a reason. It's foundational. You can't move on. You can't have a better sex life if you don't start with where you're at and recognize who you are and what you're dealing with. And give yourself grace. It is completely okay for you to have a crappy sex life. And it's okay for you to own that. Caleb and I have had seasons that have been really, really hard. And I don't think that, I haven't mentioned that a ton on the podcast before, but we have had seasons where it was like, I don't know how we're going to make it. I don't know if we're going to make it. I don't want to have sex with you. I don't know how to do this. This is difficult. This is hard. There was resentment. There was problems. There were seasons where, our relationship was great, but the pain that I was going through physically was really hard. There were seasons where our relationship was really good and we each had our own emotional baggage happening outside of the relationship that affected our sex life and made things difficult. We've had times where our relationship wasn't so good. And of course, our sex life wasn't so good because of that. But none of it ever got better because we decided, we're going to force this thing or just ignore the problems. It got better when we took a moment to actually say to each other, hey, this isn't what I want. This isn't who I was made to be. This is not the sex life, the relationship, the life that I know I was made for. And it hurts me. And just taking a moment, just stopping there and saying, it hurts me. I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with where we're at. And then you can take steps forward from there. But sit in that season and analyze it and take time. I am an Enneagram 8. And if anyone knows, about Enneagram 8s, we are go-getters. We're one of the two personality types that has the most energy and just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and is very passionate and very, very purposeful with their time. And I don't like to sit. I don't like to think about things for long periods of time because I'm ready to take action. But my healthiest self is the one that sits and processes and allows myself to take 15 minutes, 30 minutes, to take an hour, to take an entire day and communicate to my husband and my kids, hey, today I just need time with me and my journal, and I need to process this because I will be a better human being for having thought through all of these things and moving forward tomorrow than if I just keep pushing through. And I think we do that in our sex life all the time. We just keep pushing through. We just keep doing it. We just keep going. This is the normal. This is what we've always done. Yeah, it really sucks, but I'm just gonna, that's just what it is. That's just how our relationship is. It's not gonna change. It can change. It can. And it was meant to change because we as human beings constantly change. And that season that you're in doesn't have to be the season that you will be in the future. But it is the season you're in right now. And it's okay for you to take ownership over it. So, yeah. Wow. That came out... That came out well. That entire episode just happened just now, and I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any edits because that was exactly what I wanted to say, and I just hope that you guys are really encouraged. I hope that you're not alone, that everybody has hard seasons, that everyone has things that they want to change, and I hope you know that you can. And I'm here to help. Find yourself a community. Whether it's with me, whoever it is with, find yourself people that can be there to support you as you go through these seasons. I love you, friends. Thanks so much for listening to this week's episode.